Level 1, $25,000. You make $25,000 a year and you have a full-time job. That's the part that doesn't fit. You're not unemployed, you're not lazy, you work 40 hours, you show up, and the math still doesn't close. $25,000 is about $2,000 a month before taxes. After, call it $1,700. Rent takes most of it. So you have roommates. You need a car because the job isn't near the bus line, so you drive something old and pray. Every noise it makes, you turn the radio up. Food is a math problem you do in the aisle. You know the price of everything, not roughly, exactly, and you make too much for help. Food assistance cuts off below you. You're above the line, so the line doesn't catch you, you just fall past it. By the end of the month, there's nothing. A flat tire is a crisis that turns into a credit card, and the credit card turns into next year. You're working full-time in the richest country on earth, and the job is not enough to hold your life up. Level 2, $50,000. $50,000 take home is around $3,200 a month. You get your own place. Small, but the door locks behind you and nobody else is in it. That alone feels like a promotion. You stop reading every price tag. You still read some. You buy the real cheese sometimes. You eat out. Not often. Not for the food. For the chair. Sitting somewhere that isn't work or your apartment. The car still has a payment. Insurance. Gas. A repair fund you keep forgetting to fund. At the end of the month, you've got maybe $200 left. You mean to save it. Something takes it. A dentist. A wedding. A cat. It's always something. You're doing better than the person at 25 and you're one bad month from being them. Level 3, $85,000. You just hit the American middle. Median household income in this country is about $83,500. Congratulations. You're average. The apartment is fine. The car is under warranty. You buy groceries without adding as you go. You take one real trip a year and you plan it for months. Your 401k has money in it. Not enough to think about, but the graph goes up and you check it more than you admit. An emergency doesn't end you now. It annoys you. That's the whole upgrade, and it's a bigger one than it sounds. Here's what nobody warns you about. You don't feel rich. You feel fine. You're exactly halfway up the entire country, and the word that comes to mind is fine, which raises the question everyone at this level asks. What if it were double? Level 4, $150,000. You are now in the top 10% of American earners, and you're still checking your bank app before a vacation. How? Watch where it goes. 150 gross is about $9,500 a month after taxes, depending on your state. The house you bought, because at this income you're supposed to buy, takes $3,000. The nicer car takes $700. The daycare takes $1,500. And nobody told you daycare costs more than the mortgage. Student loans, insurance, the 401k, you're finally maxing. And underneath all of it, the thing that actually happened, your life got expensive at exactly the speed your paycheck grew. Every raise arrived and quietly bought something permanent. Not one purchase felt reckless. That's the trick. None of them do. So you make double the median and you feel the same amount of tight. Because the number that decides how you live isn't what you earn, it's what's left. And nobody at any level ever says that out loud, because make more is easier to sell. You're top 10%, and you'd panic if the job vanished on Friday. Level 5, $450,000. 1% of individual earners in America, and you work like it. This is the surgeon, the partner, the specialist. A decade of training, 60-hour weeks, a phone that isn't allowed to be off. The income is enormous, and it is paid by the hour, even if it doesn't look like it. Stop working immediately. The money is genuinely different now. The house isn't a stretch. You fly without checking the price. Somebody else does your lawn, your taxes, your laundry. You've started buying your hours back, which is the first thing money buys that actually matters. But you're the most taxed person in this entire video. Federal, state, payroll, all of it, at the top rates. All on a W-2 with no clever structure to hide behind. Every dollar you make shows up on a form with your name on it before you ever see it. And you notice something. You have a huge income and no freedom. The calendar owns you. You're renting out the best years of your life at a very good hourly rate, and it is still an hourly rate. That's the ceiling on this whole side of the ladder. Above it, income stops working the way it has for every level so far. Level 6, $3 million. $3 million a year. This is roughly the top 1/10 of 1%. You're not paid for hours anymore. You're paid because a business, a practice, a fund, a catalog, a building has your name on it. It earns while you sleep, while you're on a boat, while you're at your kid's recital. Your day is meetings you chose. You can be gone for a month and the money keeps arriving. The first time it happens, you keep checking like it's a mistake. And now money starts buying the thing it couldn't at $450. Absence. You are removed from logistics. Somebody handles the house, the travel, the filings, problems reach you already solved. $3 million a year, and the number in your head isn't the $3 million anymore. Salary stopped being the scoreboard somewhere below this, and you didn't notice when. Level 7, $25 million. And here's the part that'll bother you. Most of it isn't a paycheck. It's stock, ownership. It doesn't arrive on the 15th. It just gets worth more while you exist. And because it's not wages, the rules change. Sell it after a year, and you're taxed at long-term capital gains rates, 15 or 20%. No payroll tax, no W-2, which means the surgeon back on level 5, grinding 60-hour weeks for a fraction of what you make, can hand over a bigger share of her income than you do. She's taxed for working. You're taxed for owning. Nothing about that is a loophole. It's just how it's built. The rest is what you'd guess. Your house doesn't share a wall with anyone's problems. There's a person for every friction. You never wait. Not in a lobby, not on hold. A $27,000 flight lands on you the way a $40 dinner lands on level 2, and you cannot go backwards. Even if you never worked another day, the thing you own would keep feeding you. Now go back to level 1. Somebody's out there right now, 40 hours in, doing math in a grocery aisle, above the line and not caught by it. And the story they've been handed is that the answer is a bigger salary. But look at what you just climbed. The person at $150,000 felt as tight as the person at $85,000. The person at $450,000 had no freedom at all. Nothing actually changed until the money stopped being paid to a person and started being paid to a thing they owned. That's the whole ladder, which means the video I made last time, every level of net worth, that was the real ladder. This one is just the one everyone talks about. Next time we go somewhere else entirely, the people who never had to climb at all. Your life at every level of old money, where the money is older than you and it comes with rules nobody writes down. Subscribe and I'll see you there.